you've got these streets in these Democrat cities that are just taken over by Antifa thugs still. And the crazy part is we're seeing the video that's coming out. We're watching the video that's being played. We're talking to people out there. We've got people I know you guys probably follow, people like Nick Sorter, who are out there getting all of this footage, showing Antifa, showing all of the damage and the destruction and the crimes that they're committing. But the Democrats are like, what are you talking about? That didn't happen. And they just want to gaslight you into thinking, no, don't believe your own eyes. Don't believe your own ears. There's actually no problem, that's the new left-wing talking point. I'd like for you to again, it just dropped. New talking point out. Watch.
There's no Antifa. This is an entirely imaginary organization. There is not an Antifa.
Like, I don't even know what Antifa is. There is no group.
It's not even like far-right groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Compared to right-wing extremists, Antifa-linked violence is rare and limited.
It isn't an organization.
Wait, I thought you just said it didn't exist.
It is in many ways mythology.
It's not like the Proud Boys or the Oath Keepers, sort of defined terrorist organizations with leadership that leads violence.
It's not a highly organized movement. It's a moniker. It's not a unified group like the Proud Boys are.
Things like Antifa are things that are thought up.
It's all in this guise of going after Antifa, which is nothing. There's no organization called Antifa.
Nobody's a member of Antifa because it doesn't exist. They are just declaring into existence something that doesn't exist.
There is no Antifa organization, so maybe that's good for social media, but it really is non-existent.
They exist on the internet in chat rooms and in 4chan and Discord and places like that, where they run discussion boards, trade tactics, documents, things like that. But none of them are called Antifa.
So it's so interesting, just like with everything else that the left wants to pretend isn't happening. It's not happening. Antifa isn't a thing. And then you saw Aaron Burnett. Okay, well, even if it was a thing, the violence is really limited. It's not like those nasty right-wing nutjob Republicans. And then it's like, okay, the next step here, I'm just waiting for someone to explain to me why Antifa is good, which is usually how this leftist mentality works. And so you watch all of these idiots spewing this garbage that we all know is not true. We've all seen it. And it starts to make you wonder, like, have they ever even watched the news programs that they are appearing on? Because as with everything with Donald Trump, before Donald Trump declared Antifa was a problem, they actually didn't have a problem reporting that Antifa was in fact real and also a danger. They had no, but when Donald Trump says it, orange man bad, therefore, whatever Donald Trump says is bad, I believe is good. Whatever Donald Trump says is good, I believe is bad. That's the way that their brains operate. However, one slight problem for them, the internet is forever. So we have Jimmy Kimmel on ABC, clearly does not even read or watch ABC News. Let's go ahead and pull up this headline. After a year of protests, this is from 2021. After a year of protests, Portland residents have waning patience for Antifa. There it is. Rose City Antifa is one of the nation's oldest active Antifa groups. Oh, okay, so back in 2021, we were actually not just talking about Antifa was a thing. We were actually dating how old the nation's oldest active Antifa group was, because that's how much of a thing we all could admit that they were. And ABC News actually, hello, Jimmy Kimmel, knock, knock, are you listening? ABC News actually spoke to the members of the Rose City Antifa.
I'm Milo, and I'm a member of Rose City Antifa. I'm Ace, and I'm a member of Rose City Antifa.
Along with these pseudonyms, they've asked us to frame their faces in shadow and alter their voices.
The use of violence is a tactic of how we keep our communities safe.
They say they're members of the nation's oldest active Antifa group.
The use of violence is there to maintain safety for us and make sure that when people like Proud Boys or Nazis or fascists come to our city and want to do that harm, then we are not allowing that.
Milo and Ace defend the destruction as a tactic to apply pressure to city leaders.
There are a lot of reasons why people would engage in property destruction. I think that one of the reasons that people will break windows is a lot of times like symbolic of the way that the city will protect things of material value, but not its people.
It's just symbolic. The vandalism is it's just symbolic. See, you don't get it. You believe in property rights? Oh, okay. Well, you silly little communist, by the way, reason that out in your head. Why it makes you a fascist or a communist to, believe in things like property rights. It's kind of the opposite. But these people, they just said it themselves. Milo, an ace, who definitely was gay, judging from his voice. These people are literally spelling it out for us, but now we're supposed to believe it doesn't exist. Now, the montage that I played for you, the second person in that montage was Chuck Todd. Of course, he is a longtime hack from NBC. And so let's go ahead and knock, Chucky. Let's look at what your own former network, what does NBC actually have to say about Antifa before they caught Trump derangement syndrome? 2017, what is Antifa? Well, it doesn't say nothing or non-existent. It says meet the fascist fighting coalition dubbed the alt-left by president. They relish in punching Nazis. They protest in all black, and they vowed to physically confront racists and extremists across the country. That seems pretty real to me. That was 2017. We've got an example from 2021. And by the way, NBC News has absolutely no problem bragging about they relish in punching Nazis. So we're glamorizing violence because they've called their opponent a Nazi. Therefore, it's justified. And so I don't know from what if I am to believe that NBC News and ABC News are, of course, very important, esteemed media organizations, I guess I gotta believe that Antifa is real because they sure do seem real enough for an interview with NBC.
You've said things like, we are unapologetic about the reality that fighting fascism at points requires physical militancy. What does that mean?
That means that when fascists come to our city to attack people, we are going to put our bodies between
gangly little body
fascists and the people they want to attack and try to prevent them from doing that. We see ourselves as engaging in self-defense from groups who want to do our community harm, whose ideology is the ideology of genocide and mass murder. So in the sense of reaction, we see fascism as an inherently violent ideology. So when we disrupt its organizing, we see that as self-defense.
Why are they covering their hands? Is that strange? I mean, listen, maybe it was cold inside the building. I don't know. Because sometimes it's in here and I'm freezing and I wish that I had a hoodie that I could put my hands in. But that just seems really like is he hugging himself? Maybe he just needs a hug and he doesn't have anyone in his life who loved him enough. And that's why he became a member of Antifa. So he's just hugging himself. He's just loving himself, maybe. I don't know. Guys, this is so stupid. This is so dumb. They're not organized. Wait, they don't exist, but if they do exist, they aren't organized. Okay, CNN, back in 2017, said that they were organized with no central leader. Antifa adherents have found each other in local communities. They communicate and recruit largely through social media. Their protests are organized via Facebook. And of late, in active areas, monthly meetings have increased in frequency to several times each week. Activists take martial arts classes together and strategize about how to achieve their main goal, taking down fascists. Fascists, because that's in the name. It's Antifa. Anti-fascist. Do you get it? Don't you get it? It's all so, guys. Remember, in the montage we heard, they're like, well, there's people in Discord. There's chats going on in Discord and 4chan and all this. That's not Antifa. That's not actually Antifa. I don't know. CNN was just saying they were recruiting people through these very same measures, through social media. Sort of like, I don't know, terrorists. They have monthly meetings. They have martial arts classes. But other than all of the organization that we just explained to you, they're not organized. Come on. I mean, they don't have a book club. Okay? So you tell me if they're organized. Now, there are also examples where these people, these domestic terrorists, the true fascists, if you'd like to throw that word around, have tried to carry out deadly attacks as well. As much as I like to make fun of them, there are a bunch of them who are total freaking losers. There are a bunch of them who are total cowards and they're cosplaying. But there are some of them who legitimately are bold enough to try to cause bodily harm. Like in 2019, this is just one of many examples from the New York Times. A self-proclaimed Antifa member tried to firebomb an ICE facility in Washington state. The man was armed with a rifle and throwing incendiary devices on Saturday in Tacoma, Washington, officials said. They are dangerous. They have dangerous intentions. And they do have people in their ranks who intend to carry out all of these acts. So they are not just dangerous, they're not just on the streets, they're also infiltrating at much higher levels than I think this country is prepared to deal with. Okay, I want to show you Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison on, as President Trump likes to dub them, MSDNC.
That there is nobody even knows what it is. The first person I ever heard use the word Antifa was Donald J. Trump. When he was going on about how there were good people on both sides in Charlottesville. That's the first time I ever heard anyone use the term. So now it's this amorphous thing, and if nobody's really Antifa, then everybody could be.
If nobody's Antifa, then everybody's Antifa. And we know no one is Antifa, so I guess everybody is Antifa. Yeah, I guess you're right. Everybody must be Antifa, including you, Keith. Because that's a picture of you with a literal Antifa handbook. Like, it's on the, I don't know if he can read. Maybe he just can't read and he's not aware that he is holding actually Antifa, the anti-fascist handbook. It's a little awkward, Keith. You may want to explain that. Now, on top of all of this, I have been in front, face to face with these people. You guys have seen my videos. I will never forget. I can never thank enough the photographer from the Texas Tribune, Dallas Morning News, one of those leftist hack organizations, who took this picture of me. I love this picture of me. I'm standing right in front of all of these Antifa, shitty, just awful people, unafraid to just yell at them what I truly think of them as they are guarding young children from getting, they are allowing these young children, guarding them, protecting them so that they can make sure to get the sexual indoctrination inside the bookstore behind them. Like, it's right there. I've been in front of them many times, including Benjamin Song. You guys may remember. I encountered him at a protest in Texas. And I say you may remember because you're like, Benjamin Song. Where have I heard that before? Oh, he was on the Texas top 10 most wanted list before he was captured. And he's accused of attempted murder for that attack on the ICE facility in Alvarado, Texas on July 4th. He is Antifa, guys. It's not an invisible, imaginary thing. Like, he is Antifa. And if you go out there and you ask him, all of these losers, if they are members of Antifa, they say, yes, that's why they have to cover their faces. That's why they're covering their faces. That's why that dipshit in the other video was like hiding his hands. I mean, I don't know what's on his hands that could properly identify him. Maybe he's got like cool hand tats of naked dudes. I don't know. But that's why was my face covered when I was out there? No, because I don't have links to a domestic terrorist organization. That's why I'm the one that's posing in the picture and they're the one wearing masks. They don't want to be identified because they are members of Antifa. Duh. Go ahead, Stephen. Say it in front of the class.
You are hiding as a cat, apparently, in that one.
I'm not hiding as a cat. I was trying to be a furry and fit in.
How long did that one work? I feel like that one was one of the quickest, wasn't it?
Nope, it didn't. They found me right away. Now, sometimes I wear the glasses and they're not on to me. Sometimes I wear the glasses and they're like, Sarah, we know it's you. You need to leave. So it did not work. But listen, President Trump is obviously doing what he can to stop this domestic terrorist organization from getting out of control. But the first step to solving a problem is to admit that you have a problem. Anyone who is an alcoholic would know that. That's the first step. It's the golden rule of solving a problem. So, Democrats must just be so stupid or so retarded, or I'm not ruling out a combination of both, that they don't understand we can't wait until they actually cause more people bodily harm, until they actually carry out some mass attack, before we can all just agree Antifa's a thing and we should do everything we can to stop them. It is in America's best interest to stop them. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.